Welcome in everyone. We are on episode 5. We have made it 5 weeks. 5 whole weeks of D&D. Um we might be missing Constance. I don't know if they're asleep. They might be asleep. We'll find out if she appears. But that being said, Fuggy and Lila, are you guys having fun?
Oh, we're having fun, all right.
Especially with the nice book we found last week.
The nice book. The nice book, yeah. Um
I don't know if Jackie and Blue are having fun, but we are.
That's all that matters, right? Right? As long as the players are having fun, the characters can get tortured. I think isn't that how it goes?
Most of the
I
time.
think it's more like Henry's not having fun.
I'm having fun playing Henry, not having fun. So have that funception like layered in on each other. Yes.
R.I.P. what's left of Henry's sanity.
Yes. I mean, he has very little left. He just gives up and he just kind of cries in his dragon onesie. Um, but in spirit of Henry, I decided to go get my Udi and be comfy today. So if you not see me in my usual D&D garb, it's because I'm in my Udi, which is basically a blanket hoodie, which is the best creation ever. This thing,
Nice.
oh god, during winter, it's like the best thing ever. I love it so
And
freaking
I have
much.
something similar. Probably not as comfy as you, but today is my. I'm not feeling too good day, so I have comfy clothes on.
Right? It's just comfy time. So
Yeah.
I think so. We're gonna meet next week. Then we're off, and then May. I think the beginning of May will be our last episode. So we'll be ending. I think on episode 8, which is not. I don't think that's a bad thing to end on. Um,
That's better than a 6-episode season.
it's true. We made it 2 more above that. Um, we'll be ending the season there, and then we're going to be going on break because again, someone is leaving the country for a while, and I'm
No idea who.
I don't know.
It's like,
Yeah, what's I'm gonna miss you, and it's gonna be sad. Um,
no.
uh, but that being
I'll
said,
send you love letters.
little love picture, like yeah. Sorry, I just got giddy. I love watching people travel. So as much as I'm razzing, I'm really excited for you, Lila. I am excited to hear the stories um and everything else too when you get back. Are you gonna be streaming when you leave, or is everything staying?
High chance that I won't because I don't have a laptop. Uh,
That's what I was figuring. I was like,
and
you're gonna be like in a communicado because you will have no like portable things.
I have my phone, I guess. Not really sure how to stream with my phone though, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk it. I have my iPad set up for streaming, but since everything's connected, I'm like, nope, I don't need a thing to pop up during stream. No.
Yeah. I think it's also like it's gonna be a good time for me to just um shut down from internet
Yes.
for a few months. I think I'm gonna.
I may ping you and ask if you're
Yeah.
alive and you're okay, because I'm a worrywart,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
don't
yeah,
mind
yeah.
that.
I can still hop on Discord and stuff.
Okay.
For sure.
Um,
Yeah, proof of life is important.
I just need proof of life. That's all.
It's like every day I'm alive.
I'll give it a couple days, but I'm like,
Journal picture of the day.
yep. But if I don't hear stuff from you, I might be going to Vidar like, Vidar,
Where
I
is
remember
she?
Lila. Have you? Um, I do have a bandwidth out of my paranoia of checking and making sure people are okay.
She
Um,
do.
I do. I do. So, I mean, my proofs of life usually is just random memes getting sent, and then like, haha, see, I'm alive. It is me. Once you stop seeing memes being sent or like video, like the like reshares of like funny videos, that's when you start getting concerned when you don't get them like in the middle of the night out of nowhere. Sorry, Constance.
Oh,
Constance is usually my favorite victim because I'll be on like the Instagrams, and I'll find a funny video and just no context, send it. No context, send it. If that stops happening, that's when you get concerned. But
I'll send you food pictures.
yes, tell me all of the delicious food. But yeah, so we'll probably the first week of May will be our last one because then I have to prep for Fanime, and then after that I have to prep for Anime Idaho, and then after that I have to prep for Doll Convention, and then after that I have to prep for FanX.
It's not just me. Aha.
Nope, it's not just you. I'm gonna be like, I'm glad I made us do it early because I'm gonna be full throttle all of summer, and I realized that when it came too late. Hi, Ark. Hi. That is too much work. Yeah. So that's the game plan for the next foreseeable future. So we'll finish up. We'll have our season finale, which I have plans. And then I will be actually in that downtime in between conventions. I will be working on Fantasy Grounds. I really, really like it. It's really, really different. And I need to figure out before I break it and have to scrub everything what its limitations are, break it, and then restart again. As Lila found out while we were trying it together, and I was just I am so mad. So once Fantasy Grounds is up, for those in the Discord, there might be a special little thing going on. In between the things, I'll do a test run of Fantasy Grounds for those who want to participate, for fun things. And then we do full throttle into September, and as soon as FanX is over, we will return for season 2. Hopefully bigger and better than before. If not, Scuffy McScuffersons will probably make their appearance. So that's the general idea for Totally D&D. All the episodes are on YouTube, so if you do want to watch later of our like hot messes, it's always there. Twitch tends to make things disappear a lot quicker now. But any word from our players about what's upcoming? We're taking a little mini break before we go into battle.
What's upcoming?
Or anything. I don't know. My brain is tired. I'm just passing it you to chatter.
You're good. Yeah. I have nothing much planned on the near future.
Just leaving.
Honestly. Yeah, it's like, there's a lot of going on in my life right now, so it's it's a little hectic stream wise, and then I'm going to be away for 2 months, so it's like I feel even bad for like everything.
Don't feel bad. I need this time to set up. It actually works out the best.
Yeah, but my poor viewers.
Oh yeah.
Alone.
You leave alone. I'm not gonna be able to make you sing Witcher every week. Shit.
You escaped for now, Lila.
Yeah, I should like make a full coverage just for Akai and then give it to her so she can listen to it at night.
Just hit play, like yes. Oh.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. There's stuff in the oven. I feel like it's burning by now because I kind of left it too long in there and I haven't looked at it. But we'll see.
It's a slow bake. It's a crock pot. It's not in the oven. You put it in the crock pot.
Exactly. At this point, it's like slow cooking.
That's slow cooking. That's fine. It won't burn. But yeah. So that's the Foggy as my forever. I drag you along in all my crazy ideas. Comments?
I think you'll be fine. You do tend to bite off more than you can chew, but you tend to choke it down eventually anyhow, so it'll be okay.
That sounds so dirty. That sounds so dirty.
But now that you say it, it does.
That's on you, man. That's where your mind went.
My mind's always in the gutter. It just depends on if there's sewage on top of it or not, okay? Today clearly is a
Just
sewage
stare. All
day.
you have to do is look up and stare at the stars.
Oh.
You can still see them through the gutter.
um okay. All right, let me get my serious face on. Me I will be posting um I will be posting the full schedule for the anniversary stream for Friday. I'm gonna make Lila come play Repo with me for the first time. And
Good
then our
luck.
assigned babysitter of Vidar hopefully will be there. If not, it'll just be me and her, and I'll probably be crying. She'll probably be screaming at me. I'll probably be crying more. It's gonna be fun.
What do you mean I'll be screaming at the monsters probably, but not at you. Or maybe I'll be like, run!
I don't see serious face. I only see cute face. Scammed. Sorry, Ark. Yeah, I'm a scammer. I can't help it. But yes, so
Foggy
it's
is not tempted by Repo.
Foggy has a potato computer, and if it's not on the
Oh,
PS5, she won't play it.
that.
Oh, speaking of potato computers, let me know if the voice cracks happen again.
Cool. I'll be like, stop squeaking. I finally told Foggy because I really noticed it last session that her voice for Jackie cracks her mic and basically whites her out. So
I didn't know.
yeah, see there you go. You can't go that high.
Maybe you don't have any noise cancelling or something?
I'm using the inbuilt mic to my laptop.
Yeah, no,
Maybe,
it's
yeah.
it's 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 a it's a crappy mic. I know what laptop mics are, and I'm like I know exactly what's happening because when I do my Naga laugh, it's it cracks the mic too. So and that's not even like high pitch. That's just loud. Um, repos
So yes,
are
there's going to be
funny.
some modifications.
So it's not the performance heavy part. It's the fact that her laptop probably barely survives just streaming Twitch and running
Look,
like stuff.
it's a clearance it's a clearance Lenovo. We're
Yeah,
not expecting miracles from this thing.
like just not even streaming Twitch. I mean, like having Twitch on and watching me and the D&D Beyond stuff. It's one of those laptops. Like I as soon as she told me what kind of laptop, I'm like, oh yeah, that nope, nope. I know that's not going. So
Oh, so D&D Beyond is a little too heavy for your computer?
I just assume it makes my computer
No,
choke.
it's fine.
Okay.
I just can't do much else when it and Twitch are on at the same time.
Okay, there's my thought. I'm like, I know exactly what problem it has because that's what my Surface was starting to do. um, yeah. So yes, we are there. I'm gonna. I will let you know if your voice cracks, Foggy. It's mostly I think when you get loud and excited, and then the pitch comes in, and then it cracks it out.
Okay, that's fair. That's
But
fair.
that's a not $100 microphone that you have extended onto your computer, which is why I bought my
Yeah.
microphone. All right. Plot, 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 plot. All right. So welcome in everyone. Welcome in Kuro. Welcome in Ark. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you everyone else for being here. All right. Here's the recap. Felix is still out cold from his mugging, and the two are opting to figure out the secrets of Henry. Never mind the secrets of the world. Henry is much more important. They find some smutty books. Make sure to bring them back to their rooms to enjoy later. Jackie, not realizing that Henry's smut is embarrassing for him, unintentionally needles him about it all night long. It is also found out Henry sleep wears a pink dragon kigu. To everyone's not shocked, It is time to set up the traps, and the group learns about werecoons, werewolf-like raccoons, that seem to have beef with the spiders. But the spiders are also being farmed? Question mark. What kind of world are we in? Uh, it seems the political nonsense is getting thicker and stickier, and the heroes are caught in the webs. But are they a web of lies? All right, here we go. You all are here to
We're going on a
Cruise.
Sorry, I got a DM from Foggy, and I just had to snort my laugh and not read it out loud, since it's insider information about Jackie. Okay, so y'all are in the museum, like
You mean Felix or? Oh no, Foggy, Jackie. Okay, never
Foggy and
mind.
Jackie.
For some reason, I thought it was Constance who was like DMing you or something. And
Oh no. Constance is probably still asleep, so we'll see if she appears.
Okay.
It's just you two on this crazy kooky adventure. Felix is still passed out at this point. I will be bugging her to make sure she is alive. I sent her a couple DMs. I'm a little concerned that she is not of the waking, but we will get. Hopefully she'll pop on if she has the energy to get on. All right. That being said, we have you two wonderful peoples. All right. So you've come upstairs with the traps, the smoke bombs from Madam X, armed with the knowledge that the spooders may or may not be your enemy, that you've just been murdering, but they've also been attacking and stealing your shit. And you come up, and the upstairs is really kind of like a museum, like an archive. It takes up the whole mansion from like the side to side of it, so it feels really big. It just doesn't have as many rooms. It almost feels like a what's the word I want? It almost feels like a place to do studying and like research. In terms of like when this mansion was inhabited, like this is where all the work happened in the mansion. Downstairs was definitely for living and like for greeting people and maintaining, and the upstairs is kind of more like a businessy like feel. So it gives you a little bit of like whiplash. Everyone roll insight.
Where is it?
Inside.
Here. Putain, mais vas-y, every fucking week I start with a 1.
I rolled a 10.
And that's crazy. Yeah, I have no clue. I just woke up.
The pure
It's got to get it
anger.
out of the. It's got to get it out of the system, apparently.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at the statues and stuff. I'm like, wow.
Wow.
Maybe that would be nice in my bedroom.
It looks kind of dusty. So Lila, you go, huh? Maybe this manor might be used for something else. Foggy, what did you roll?
I rolled a 10.
You kind of feel like this is like one of those like situations in your video games where the developers just had to slap something inside something and didn't give it much thought of like the purpose behind it. But you could tell like it's been neglected, and there hasn't been much use of it in the last like 20 or 30 years.
Ah. Well, I mean, it stands to reason considering that, well, the rest of the mansion. So I guess whoever owned it wasn't part of the family business? I don't know. Sure is big in here.
Yeah.
Okay, where should we put... Why But it works in our favor that it's so open space because we can probably spread out the fumigation bombs a little bit better.
But is this where the raccoons are supposed to be? I don't see any raccoons around. Do I see any raccoons around?
Roll perception.
16.
Oh, hey, look, it got one out of it.
So as you take a couple steps up, you do notice like things have been shuffled. There's like little tiny like pitter patter prints in the dust. There was evidence of some kind of critters. There might be some like big poop droppings here and there. Different little like ratty-tat beds of like twigs and nests and stuff that are being built in like corners. So definitely something not human was living here or is here.
Okay. Right now, all Ruin is thinking of is like, oh man, I'm gonna have to clean all of this shit. Ugh. Okay. What do you think, Jackie? What should we do?
Well, we've got options. Do we A, put all the fumigation and the traps in first and kind of trick them into thinking we hadn't been up here? Or do we clean it up first and not have to, like, clean up fumigation contaminated dust and stuff in the aftermath? What do you think?
If we clean first, we're gonna bother them, and then they're gonna get out and angry at us, I feel.
Though it would save them from the traps and the fumigation.
But the traps are cruelty-free, aren't they? Like, we're gonna be able to release them in the forest.
I mean, they kind of look that way. Heck if I know. But that's what everyone's been saying.
Yeah. I don't want to kill them. They were humans, right? But from what we read yesterday.
I mean, some of them? Like, I think some of them were like just raccoon. There might be just some raccoons in here too. And Henry did say only the really dumb ones would get caught in the trap.
Well, maybe we can interrogate the dumb ones. I don't know. If they're
maybe.
Dumb, right? Maybe they can tell us whatever is, if they can even speak. At this point, I don't know anymore. But yeah, I mean, we bought those traps and they were super expensive, so we might as well use them, right?
Yeah, like, you gotta get your money's worth out of these things.
Yeah, imagine the number of shoes I could have bought with one trap. That's crazy.
Are you getting a shoe fetish now?
I'm like, that's the only thing that's keeping me sane.
It's your brand new shoes. Yeah.
It's
gosh.
And the book when we found in Henry's study.
Yes, in the book. Sorry, not to derail, but I'm like, really, the shoes?
Okay. So yeah, okay, so no
fashion. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so we're setting the traps and the bombs first. Okay. Right now, what do you think is the best place to set them in?
Probably one per room, at least, I would think. Maybe if there's a big room, maybe two. How many traps do we have?
12. We have 12.
12? Maybe right in front of the exit.
We have 8. Sorry. We have 8.
No, 10. 10 because she gave us the next two for free, I think. Wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that's right, because they came in packs of 10. Yes, you're right, we have 10.
So maybe in front of the door exit. This way that if they wanna get out from the door. they would get caught in the traps. Unless they have holes in the walls.
Okay, well, let's have a look around to see where the most highly trafficked areas are. Because it stands to reason they'd go to familiar paths.
It's true.
Alright, so Jackie's going to look around to see where, like, the little footprints tend to be the thickest.
Roll animal handling.
Okay.
I'll do the same on another corner of the room, I guess.
Okay, I rolled a 5. Ooh, nice.
Jackie, you're useless. Like, yeah, look at the footprints, but then as you step into them, you like smudge them. And like you walk around in a circle, but you can't seem to figure out where they're actually coming from. Well, Lila, you're like, oh, like your street smarts come in, and you're like, okay, I can
all
track
the
this.
raccoons
Yeah,
I've seen in the city.
so you notice from where you guys are. So let me freehand. So the path is like here, and then they like scurry like in here. There's a lot of traffic like right here. And then and then they kind of like go down these stairs that go back to the downstairs. And then not so much in this room. So but you can tell like up here, and there's like damage to the wall on this side here.
Okay. So definitely put traps on those three bits, I guess. I mean, yeah, trap cages. I'm assuming downstairs this is where they go to just like steal stuff from downstairs. And then the hole in the wall is how they got in the first place. And then I'm not sure what they're doing in the center room, but maybe they're nesting there or something. I don't know.
Maybe it's some arcane ritual to the were-raccoon gods.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe they are stashing all the trash they find in that room.
Maybe all the pedestals are like some sort of Stonehenge for were-raccoons.
Maybe it's actually each stone has a raccoon standing on top of it.
Oh,
they pretend to be statues.
They're the raccoons who say "knee."
Me. With their little raccoon hands. Me.
Oh, I forget what the rest of that phrase is. Anyways. Okay, so Jackie, seeing Blue's clearly doing better at this part, decides just to kind of follow him.
You'd be surprised the amount of raccoons go outside at night when like the streets are asleep and they're just like, going through trash.
You know, you make a good point, because aren't raccoons like totally nocturnal? So
Probably.
where are they sleeping? Like, are they sleeping here, or are we kind of their office?
I'm not sure. They have to be somewhere. But, I mean, maybe they're hiding in the dust and stuff.
Maybe they're in the walls.
Oh no.
They're in the walls.
Henry's just hidden listening to us going like, oh no, they better not be in the walls.
I don't know, maybe. I hope they're not. As long as they don't get out of the walls in my bedroom, it's fine, I guess.
You mean like how the spiders did?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That was kind of creepy.
It's true, especially when they jumped on Felix's face and like bit him all over his face, and that was really not pretty. I don't want that to happen to my face.
I mean, I was
Imagine.
kind of, yeah, I was kind of mad that I ended up, not human like everybody else, but like, there are times I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Yeah, I don't think your face can get swollen.
I think I
It
can
probably
get bit.
you can.
It's,
That's
I think so. Like, I do have some, like, skin elasticity here. I mean, I move.
it's
I just
true.
don't know what the bite force would have to be.
Hmm.
Anyway, we're getting off track again.
Have you tried biting your hand?
No, no. It's bad enough if I chip a nail. What do I do if I chip a tooth?
How? I don't know. Maybe Henry can magically glue it back.
That kind of sounds really painful.
You think?
I've never had dental work before, so I don't know. But nah. Anyways, okay. Raccoons. We are not raccoons.
Yeah.
We have to defeat the
Let's
raccoons.
let's place the traps. So we have 3 key points. So I go and place traps on those 3 spots, which means we have 7 traps left.
Right. And like Henry sent us for 8. So he probably figures we need at least maybe 5, because I remember him saying he wanted a few extra. So we should put at least down as many as that. Just to be safe, I think.
The 3, you mean? Oh, you
Well, no,
say we should not put all of them?
I mean, we can. I think they're reusable. It's just I think Henry thought we'd need like about 5 or so, because like he said it's for 8.
How does he know that they
Well, I
are
mean,
8?
if Henry's the like major domo seneschal thing, he probably knows this house inside and out. Like, who knows how long he's been here by himself before we showed up?
Maybe. I don't know how long he's been in this mansion, though.
What if Henry's part of this mansion? Like, he's just a manifestation of the mansion.
Why would he have left it go all that bad, though?
I don't know. This one makes absolutely no sense. I'm just kind of throwing things at the wall here and seeing which spaghetti strand sticks.
Ah, okay. Sometimes I'm wondering if he even placed the raccoons there in the first place.
Maybe they're his anti-Madam X system. But they got out of control, which is why we're hunting them.
Or they're an excuse for him to see Madame X because he has to buy traps.
I don't know. The more I kind of look at them, the more I listen to the two of them talk about each other, it's starting to get a little uncomfy, like getting followed home at the middle of the night by some drunk dude.
No, I don't think so.
Well, you're a dude. You've never been followed home by a drunk dude with untoward intentions.
Look, I have long hair. Sometimes they think I.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
When they don't see my face, and they don't hear my voice.
Jackie
But
just
then they
peers
see
at
my
Blue very
face.
closely for a second. In your face. Your voice probably is the thing that clues him in.
What do you mean my face? Just saying that I look like a woman.
Be a pop star.
I could. Really? Huh, nice.
Like, you kind of got that, like, features that could be one way or another depending on how they did your makeup.
Okay.
So, like, I think it is the voice that kind of clues people in.
Maybe. Or maybe it's my fists.
That too.
Yeah.
Who knows? Okay, let's actually start trying to get on to this, because I'd like to have lunch, too, at some point today.
Okay.
And Henry won't feed us until we get our work done, I don't think.
You think? I mean, we were able to make food for ourselves last night, so if he doesn't want to feed us, we can still feed ourselves, right?
That's true.
But his meals are much better.
They really are. They
Hmm.
really, really are. So let's just get this done.
Yeah. Did I just look like the open area, or did I look a little more like over here and here, and like those tiny rooms around here?
Okay, I see the click. I was like, I didn't see the clicking. What was your question?
It's like if when I was investigating for the raccoon whereabouts, did I just look at the place we were, like the open area that we are at, or if I kind of like took a look in the rooms that are like, for example, on the northeast and on the southwest?
That is up to you if you want to look there, but there wasn't much activity with your high animal handling. There was maybe
Okay.
some activity, like you can see like they wandered there and there's dusty prints, but they now have like dust on top of the dusty prints.
Okay. I think that just in case we could put a trap here and over here where we came from. So this way, if they like see the trap and like decide to go a different path, we could intercept them. Maybe also here then. So we would be blocking entrances.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What do you think, Jackie?
So how are we, if we've got traps in front of all of the stairwells, how are we supposed to get out without tripping over the traps?
Well, I would assume the traps are not taking the whole thing, and we can easily go around them.
Yeah, how big are
Yes.
werewolves?
I don't know. I mean, we
How
could
big
also
are these
set up the last traps as we're leaving, right? Like we throw the
Okay.
bombs and then we set the trap on the last stairs that we're about to go through, right?
Yeah, and Henry did say that the bombs don't, like, actually hurt the raccoons or anything.
Yeah.
They're really only lethal to the spiders.
Yeah, see, if we had started to clean, maybe we'd have woken up the spiders, and then they would have jumped on our faces, and then when the spiders are attacking us, the raccoons would attack us, and it would be a big mess.
Yeah, you got a good point there.
All right. All right. Are you ready? Are we setting everything up and going?
Yeah.
Let's go. It's like, so, here you go.
All right, you're setting them off. You're doing the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
we're
setting
placing the traps, then we place the bombs, and then as we go downstairs, we enable the last trap, and then
All right. Everyone roll acrobatics.
Okay.
acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Oh, I actually haven't lost that one.
10.
10.
9.
You kind of stumble as you set the traps. Sorry, and you throw in the bombs. The bombs don't quite get as far, so the smoke is really like bubbling up, and like you can see it, and you kind of trip over each other as you make it to the stairs, but you make it to the stairs.
What a team.
However, the smoke is now following you,
No,
as you're running down the stairs.
Okay. Quick, go. What did you say? I couldn't hear.
I'm going.
Go. Quick. I can smell the smoke. Quick, 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 quick.
So you run down the stairs from the center of the house. You're running. I'm coughing as if there's smoke. But your chore is now done. You have done the traps. Now you gotta let some time happen and let it do its thing. What do you do as you wait the 5 or 6 hours for the smoke bombs to settle out?
Lunch.
Yeah, Jackie's gonna definitely bother Henry to get some tea out of him.
Okay.
Like the actual drink. The drink.
Oh, and cookies, biscuits, stuff.
So you
She
go
will
find
plead
Henry.
for cookies.
So
Yeah, we're gonna go find Henry.
you're going to go find Henry. He's still in the study, in his little workspace, trying to organize the thieves that have come to take his precious books. And he looks at you and goes, "You look quite whole. Was it successful? Did you set the traps and the smoke bombs?"
Uh-huh, we did. We covered all the points of entry that we found, and hopefully we got them all.
I
But the
see.
smoke bombs are going up there too, so just gotta marinate.
All right then. I believe now time it is we do your training regiment. I am so excited. Now the house
Our
will hopefully
what?
be your training, your heroes.
Oh, okay.
Did you not think you were going to do any type of training of your magical powers and your newfound skills?
I have magical powers? Nice.
Well, you might. We have to do aptitude tests and make sure, but usually most people have some sort of magic in this place.
Do you think I can, like, throw fireballs at people?
Depends if it's your aptitude, which we will discuss how we check. Everything got a little derailed thanks to Madam X and the situation with Master Felix and everything else that has snowballed into the current predicament. But now that we have the house under control, the upstairs will be clean. We will have access to it so you can study, and including all the amenities of the manor. We are in a good spot. Finally.
I wonder if we can fly. I whisper at Jack.
What? She whispers back, watch Felix have like the best magical powers.
Oh man, I would suck.
I mean, not so much for you. You tend to beat people up pretty good, so.
Yeah, but that's just my because I have muscles.
You do
I
have
was
muscle.
trained for that.
Henry just stares at you
Maybe you
expectantly.
can get like flaming picks or something.
Okay.
Are you ready, Master Luen and Mistress Jackie?
I mean, I think so. Like you said, we're done our chores, so we may as well start on this. Get it going.
All
We
right
can't
then.
train on an empty stomach.
He pauses.
Oh yeah, Henry, can we have tea and cookies first?
Yes. I will prepare you tea. I will prepare you afternoon tea. And then we will work on your training.
Yay! Thank you, Henry.
Come with me to the main hall.
Hey, at least they're asking for tea and not like alcohol.
Yeah, this
Can I
time.
have a beer, please?
Is he happy it's not alcohol?
Irish tea, please. Wait, what?
Make it Irish.
Henry's making his Irish.
All right. On that note, as Henry bakes you tea, we're going to run the ad break now. I'm going to go see why Odin will not stop the song of his people. And and we will, I'll mute, and we will come back in about 5 to 3 minutes, depending on how long ads actually take to roll. All right. See you guys in a bit. Thank you guys for watching ads.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for watching ads, everyone. I have my hydration drink.
The water is cold.
The water is cold, the tea is hot. So in this time, Henry has lovingly baked you something that's like snickerdoodle cookies. And some fresh black tea that has like tea leaves and
Jackie is
like
in heaven.
yeah. So he did, and then he has little tea sandwiches he also made you guys, so you would actually have like actual food and not just sugar.
Henry knows us a little too well.
Yes. So he made some for himself, so he's made it, and now you're just like decompressing after smoke bombing the upstairs, um, and setting up the traps. So yeah, that's where you guys are at. You're just enjoying a nice quiet reprieve right now.
Yeah, Jackie's basically doing the shoujo eyes bit over the
Uncle
cookies
Lee.
and tea. Yeah.
And Harry goes, "Don't forget to eat the tea sandwiches, please. You need to actually have food."
Ooh, cucumber.
Just doing it, just shoving
Just like
whatever in his mouth. Like he's got like a cookie in one hand and a sandwich in the other, and something in his mouth as well. Just like, thank you, Alfred. Really good.
As Henry silently adds etiquette lessons to his mental plan.
Thanks for taking the word out of Henry's mouth. Henry just T-bills his fingers for a moment and he takes a deep breath and is like, "Yes, Master Lewin, you are most welcome. As you as well, Mistress Jackie. Now that we have a quiet moment, a good reprieve, do you have any questions pertaining to your situation before we start the analysis of your gifts?"
Jackie holds up a finger and swallows what she's got in her mouth. Actually, yeah. Where the heck are we?
Oh, you are in the kingdom of La Ren.
Lauren.
La Ren.
Is that like one word or two?
Two, it's hyphenated. So La, then Ren.
How do you write that down?
I did.
It is a
So,
great.
like,
Oh, yes, Mr. Strachey?
no, go ahead.
It is a great, prosperous kingdom in which we have agriculture, science, magic, alchemy, future
Like
developments
Fullmetal
of travel,
Alchemist.
and a booming tourism.
Hmm.
Question about that last one, though. How's the tourism going if, like, your big main attraction, the castle town, is, like that?
Not quite well due to the blight, which is also the main reasons why the kingdom of Laran decided to enact the summoning of the heroes.
So when you say blight, you're talking about the whole, like, invasion, right? Or are we
Yes.
dealing with an actual disease here?
It is the demon invasion of the duly elected demon king.
Okay. So, like, is Loren like one of the big kingdoms, or are we like the podunk, like, first level kingdom that kind of gets steamrolled first?
Um, I do have a map in my study, however. So he moves the stuff on the table around and makes like a mini map with the cookies, the tea sandwiches, some of the teacups, the teapot, and like the silverware. And so as he makes this little like makeshift map for you, the kingdom of Lauren is here against the border of the Demon Kingdom. Um, we are a border town, which is why tourism is usually booming. However, over the past 5 to 10 years, with the rise of the Demon King, It has been not as we would have hoped, which also has led us pressuring with trade with the other fellow kingdoms. And so he goes, this is Laren, this is Furen, this is Shuren, and this one down here and to the southern tip is Kiren.
Are they all kingdoms?
Yes, and they each have their own monarch that is God given to rule them.
But
All
do
right, so
they-
we're dealing with the divine right of kings. Oh boy. Okay.
Does it mean that when the king dies, another king is picked by the god?
No, usually
Or
they're
are we talking
child.
like hereditary succession here?
Hereditary. Because
How
the
do
royal
you
family's
know?
blood is made of, uh, the colloquial goes, the blood of the gods.
Uh,
So they are divine in their own
Um,
right.
Maybe
but
don't say that too loud when Felix wakes up, because didn't he meet the goddess and didn't she technically choose him?
He pauses in a moment of panic. We are not going to mention that to Lord Felix.
but
Probably the best idea.
Yes, Master
okay,
Ruin?
so the very first person that was picked by the gods was worthy, but what? How do they know that their children are worthy? Like maybe they're assholes. Like
I mean,
it
they're
doesn't make
absolutely.
much sense.
We don't know the will of the gods. They don't make sense. And you can see in Henry's eyes he doesn't agree, like, at all with this process, but he has to say
Okay, moving on. So with everybody, with all the kingdoms being named very similarly, were they like one giant kingdom that kind of got divided, or is just Ren just mean kingdom in the language here?
it. Ren is kingdom.
So what does la shi fu mi means?
Uh, it's usually tied to the elements that they control. Uh, as we are in La Ren, we control, um, what's the word I want? We control the sense of air and transportation. That carriage you saw was one of our most prized creations, automotive carriages.
And what about the others?
Shuren governs over the water. As you can see, they are surrounded by these lakes and rivers. They border the ocean. Kiren is fire. They are close to volcanic eruptions. They tend to have a lot of fire related properties, including what you would know the word. And he sits there for a minute trying to like think about like, will it translate with the auto translator? Um, Firearms.
Shit, we're in a place with guns. Okay.
And he looks like he does not understand the word gun.
Maybe it's
Um,
flamethrowers.
oh, he could mean a flamethrower. I thought he was gonna go like the blacksmith and like industrial route. I wasn't expecting like ammunition.
And then you have the Wood Kingdom, which is known for their forestries, that borders on Lauren. Um, However, there has been contention thanks to the spider infestation. Um, and then you have the other ones differing in their elemental prowess.
Okay. But we are the ones the first against the wall with the Demon King invasion, which is why we're trying to stop it early with summoning the heroes, right?
Yes, we are hoping you will grow within our knowledge and you can see his face like he's like having a hard time articulating like these words and keeping it to like his propaganda script. Roll insight.
Okay.
Insight.
Modifiers.
Well,
That's a 16.
Jackie, you definitely know that he does not believe half of the things he's telling you. Luan, you're like, you get like he feels uncomfortable, but like you also know something's not fully transparent. Um, and so he pauses and he goes, and we are hoping that you will finally free us from the blight and restore the kingdom to normal.
Luen grabs a cookie as is like trying to understand what he's talking about. And eats a cookie on the table that he used for the map.
You just take one of the kingdoms and
Don't
just start eating it.
Yeah.
Don't eat the Demon King. You haven't met him yet.
I mean, it looked really tasty.
Yeah, I'm going to just be doing your makeup for your wedding.
Henry increasingly looks uncomfortable.
Okay.
Um,
So this is going to get complex politically. How are all four the kingdoms on your side in mostly good terms? Or are we going to be fighting them too?
They are on mostly good terms. Sorry, I
oh,
hear
I have a question.
kitty vomit. I'll have to go check in a
Oh
second.
no.
It's fine. Just I don't know if something. Oh nope, she's still going. I gotta ask mom what she got to eat. But anyways, we are in agreement that the heroes will save us. Is all he says.
So you all teamed up to summon us?
Yes, it has.
But I was gonna.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna worry if like what if each kingdom decided to summon heroes and we have like 10 teams of supposed heroes.
I mean, admittedly, that would be kind of good because it means we'd have help.
It's true.
But knowing that they're working together, we're not going to be facing like. It would get really complicated if we have to like deal with that too. As if this wasn't complicated enough. Oh, my head hurts.
Henry just stares blankly at you guys, going, "Mm-hmm. Just one set. Thankfully, only one set. We had to all come into agreements and supply the ingredients that could only be found on each of our lands."
How do we feel about the one set that he's talking about? Does it feel like it's not the first time they're trying this and we're like the 10th attempt?
Roll insight.
Oh man. 7.
I mean, that would explain why all of us got summoned in a different way.
Luan, you believe him full-heartedly. You don't think anything is suspicious at all. You don't count.
I don't count. What?
You're not aware that there might have been other people summoned here before you? That this has been maybe tried repeatedly.
Oh my god. And Jackie doesn't think too much.
Jackie didn't think of that.
And so Henry goes, yes. As legends of old and stories have been told, the heroes will save us from the blight and our own misfortunes. So while you have a heavy burden on your shoulders, I, Henry, will be here to support you along the way. Fear not. I will make sure you are trained and most likely will survive, he said really quick under his breath, the trials that come.
Trials?
Well, I mean, we are going to be fighting an entire army in an oppositional country, so it's not going to be a walk in the park.
Yeah, I still wonder how 3 randos can fight an entire army.
Quite
Well,
easily, actually, once you have enough training under your belt and you are ready to face the Demon Lord and his army. Rest assured, it is not impossible, Master Luan.
Okay. As long as we have you with us, Henry, nothing is impossible, right?
Henry
Big
just
smile.
stares blankly at you. Yes, nothing is impossible.
I'll drink my tea. Now that I'm full.
so what's on the other side of the Demon King's country? Like, I'm assuming we're all on the same continent here. Are we gonna have to do some ocean?
As we border, the wastelands of the Demon Lord are not well researched, as most humans do not, or most creatures actually, do not make it back to the other side.
Huh. Okay then. So we don't know what's on the other side of them. Okay. So I'm assuming all of the kingdom's economies are kind of tied together, right?
Yes, commerce is a very key aspect of our trade and our coffers.
And we don't owe the Demon King any money, right?
Henry looks sheepish for a minute. Roll perception.
Oh no. Oh, that's a 10.
The way Henry pauses and doesn't say anything tells you everything you need to know.
Oh, that was a low DC. Uh, okay, that's going to complicate things because banks don't usually like it when you rob them when you owe them.
It is a problem we will address with negotiations.
Okay, do we owe his country the money or do we owe him personally?
That is above my pay grade and my clearance level.
Okay, that's fair.
So wait, we owe them money and we want to kick their ass? Is this what's going on?
Henry increasingly looks uncomfortable.
Are we the bad guys? I was like,
Henry, we
look
can't
at Jackie.
help you if you don't tell us what the problem actually is.
Henry just sits there for a minute and is like kind of like, give me strength for a minute. My job is to currently train you and educate you in the ways of our world so that you may face the Demon Lord.
Okay, so we don't have to fight him.
No, you do not have to fight him.
Why wouldn't the spell just pick lawyers?
Yeah, why did they need us?
I mean, I read contracts all day, but dang.
I don't. I hate reading contracts.
I spend a good amount of time before I hire my manager, Lloyd. It got complicated, which is why I hired the manager.
But then isn't your manager supposed to read the contracts for you?
Yes, once I hired him, he did. It's just
You should have brought your manager then.
I'm just saying, why didn't the spell pick somebody with those kind of skills if that was what's going on? But I mean, they wouldn't be able to handle spiders. Those spiders are nasty.
Yeah, but we've not been summoned to handle spiders in the first place, have we?
I mean, it was
Henry-
kind of
Henry's
implied you
drinking
were
his
kind of
tea
working with Demon King.
and eating
But
the
then I found out
cookie.
we're farming them.
I'm eating the cookies now.
He's just eating the cookie now, trying not to look suspicious.
So side eye to Henry. Right?
Sips
Well,
tea. Sips tea.
maybe once we get to enter the palace and actually talk to whoever's in charge of Lauren here, maybe it's at their pay grade. She's trying to offer Henry an out here.
Yes. You. I. Mm, mm, mm.
I mean, I don't mean now. Like, yeah, that's expecting a little too much.
Henry just kind of like sits there for a minute and goes, I will let you draw your own conclusions once you access the library. And at that point, I will be of assistance moving forward, no matter what path of the journey you are taking, for I am bound to your journey, is all he says.
Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way, what's actually part of this like aptitude thing you were talking about?
He looks finally relieved to get off the subject. He goes, we put your hand on the crystal ball, we let it do its things. I will then be able to decipher your class, your aptitude, and your strengths and weaknesses, in which you will have areas of study that we can best develop your training regiment.
Well, that doesn't sound too terrible.
And then from that point on, I will be able to coach and guide you as you develop your skills.
So we're finally going to let you do your job, huh?
Yes.
They are paying you fairly, right?
We should go take that test now.
That's a no.
Maybe he owes them money too.
Are you satisfied with your beverage and your lunch?
Yes, they're very good, Henry.
Thank you for your kindness.
I shove a couple cookies in a napkin and put that in my pocket for later.
When you are ready.
The ultimate compliment to Jeff.
When you are ready, please meet me in my office.
All right, Henry, we'll clean off the table.
Oh, you don't need to, but I do appreciate it.
Jackie's gonna wait for Henry to bail before she turns to Blue. It's like, I think we're more in a political drama than a outright fantasy now.
Oh man. But I don't want to be the bad guy. Because, like, from what I understand, I don't think the Demon King is a bad person since they lend them money.
Well, it could also be like, well, it could just be business too. Because, like, banks aren't inherently good or evil, they're just in the business of money.
Mm-hmm. But
We'll have to see. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, it's like if we had nothing, like, I mean, I say we, technically it's not us, it's them, the kingdom of Lahi. If they were nice and like if they were not in the wrong, he would not be so secretive about the reason that they want to fight or whatever the army of the demon, right? Because like he said we're not gonna have to fight, we have to face him, but then he wants us to be able to kick his army's ass, which is like conflicting. Like, I don't understand.
Well, the way I see it is there's a contract involved, and those things get complicated, which is why I hired a manager as soon as I could afford it. So, we don't know if this is a bank situation, a loan shark situation, Or the weird intermingling lending between countries, like, happens which happens at home, too, because, like, even though the countries hate each other, they all owe each other money. So there could be that. It could also be that the invasion is actually really a thing, and it's either in violation of the contract or just the contract's a whole separate thing. Or it was an under the table deal, and they don't want to admit it.
My brain is melting right now.
Or this could be a whole thing of trying to stamp out democracy and reinstate the divine right of kings into the wasteland because there's a resource there they want or something. Or there's a resource here that the Demon King wants and he's taking every avenue he can get to get it. You don't actually know what's going on.
But why would they need us? I don't understand. What do we have to do in this?
Blue,
Yes.
Blue, I think we're the poster children.
Poster? Is it because of my pretty face?
I mean, there's probably part of that, but no, like, think about it. Every pop group has the lead singer, you know, the one that everybody recognizes the face of, even if you don't recognize the rest of the band. But the rest of the band does, like, everything else behind the singer. But everybody's focused on the singer.
I mean, some groups have a bunch of singers, and
Yeah,
then
that's true.
everyone's focused on everyone.
Yeah, which is true, but I'm trying to use this as an analogy here. Think about those bands that have, like, the band and they've got that singer. But it's just listed under, like, the singer's name is like, it's like so and the so and so kind of thing.
No, I can understand. Even
So
though I
I
feel that's
wonder,
unfair for the band.
like, what if we're the, like, hero's epic, like, story that they're so the masses have something they understand to rally behind, as well as give the Demon King something to look at while they do something else. I mean, which is
So we're a
fine.
distraction?
Yes, Blue. I think we're Timon and Pumbaa in that scene where he has to throw the luau. We are the luau, Blue.
What's the luau? What?
Okay, I guess Lion King doesn't exist in your world. Um. Okay. Okay, you have newspapers where you're from, right?
Yeah.
Do you read them?
No.
Okay. Do you have tabloids? Do you have tabloids?
It's fine. It's don't worry, Jackie. I believe you. I trust you. I just feel like it's weird.
It is
Maybe
weird, and
we.
I don't know if we've even got a choice about going through with it, so I think we just have to put a happy smile on our face and try
Until
and
we
go
meet the
along with
Demon
it.
King.
Yeah, until we meet the Demon King or figure out what's exactly going on here, because I don't think they're going to tell us anything unless we pretend we're going along with it.
Henry said it was really. What was word that they used to describe the king again? I don't remember. But it seemed very positive, and I really want to meet.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I could just be reading too far into this, and this really is like an adventure story, and it really is the way he's talking about it. I mean, there is also that.
But maybe we can warn the Demon King if like the Lauren is the bad guy.
Or we might just, or we might be the show of force to put us on equal grounds. It might also be that.
I think we have to understand more of the situation.
Yeah, so, okay.
Just
So
like
I'm,
pretend to go with it.
yeah, because, like, they'll probably loosen up a little bit if they see we're, trying to do what they want us to do.
Yeah.
Happy employer,
Also,
after all.
hmm?
Happy employer, after all.
It's true. And also, it could be beneficial for us to get stronger, I guess, just in case we need to protect ourselves.
And I
And
really want to know if you
Felix,
get like a burning kick or something.
a burning kick, eh?
Well, you wanted fire, so like you hit things pretty hard, so maybe you'll get like fire punches or something.
Oh, that would be so cool,
I
right?
know, right?
Ah, how about you? What do you think your powers are gonna be? Do you think
Oh,
you can
I don't know.
teleport?
Oh, that would be so useful. I hate running late to things.
Yeah. That and flying. Flying must be pretty cool. If we're in the kingdom of air, I would think they would have like flying things, right? Flying brooms, maybe,
Oh, that would be so cool.
right?
Oh, I hope they do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that carriage was pretty neat.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go touch that ball. Oh man, I'm like I left the roll 20
Yeah,
page.
we finished kind of nominally clearing up. And then we're gonna go find Henry to do the thing.
Do the thing. All right.
Yeah.
As you guys come in,
We're gonna
Henry.
go
Oh, good.
we're gonna go touch balls.
You're gonna go touch balls. So as you come to the office with Henry, um, he has the ball, the orb laid out on like a velvety kind of thing. There's some tools, there's some books next to him, and he's like, "Ah, you have finished cleaning. Thank you so much for taking care of the chores. It is much appreciated."
You're welcome, Henry. I mean, we all gotta live here, and it's not just you. So
Yes. This should be relatively painless. Miss Jackie, I will have, or Master Luen, who wants to go first? I should ask.
I think Blue should go first, because now I'm really curious about what he's gonna get.
All right,
Okay.
Master Blue, please touch the orb on the table and focus very hard um, on what's the word I want? Focus very hard on your inner self, your true self, and allow it to be passed towards the orb.
Okay, I put my hand towards the orb and I'm like, please be fire punch, please be fire punch. In my head, like not out loud, but it's like very focusing on.
The orb shifts a little bit. The it gets a little bit cloudy, and it turns into this warm, orangey, yellowy glow kind of thing that happens from inside. And Henry looks at it like, I see. So he grabs his book and he flips to the page. Your proficiency is a barbarian. What this means is you excel in fighting. However, due to that ability, you often will find yourself going into rage episodes. These rage
That checks out.
episodes can be triggered over the smallest thing, like a drop of water on your nose. So you must take active care to only use it during combat. You will have increased strength, and eventually you may even gain secondary knowledge and skills should you train hard enough.
Like fire punch?
Yes, I'm sure if you practice and study hard enough, you can also become a wizard.
How much sarcasm was there in that?
There's a lot. You're a wizard, Blue.
Cool. Yay! I'm gonna practice super hard then. Yay, nice. Fire punch. Cool.
Mistress Jackie, please place your hand and do the same thing.
Okay, Jackie's gonna place her hand on the orb. Though she does look a little nervous. She tries to hide it. I don't know how well. But she's gonna take a deep breath, try and concentrate.
All right, your orb turns into a cool blue with wisps of silver and gray. Um, he looks at you for a moment and goes, "You are of the fighting class, a fighter." I don't know this
Okay.
class very well. Hold on, I gotta go to the actual sources. Uh,
Yeah, sorry, I picked a base. Sorry, I picked a base class nobody really ever picks anymore.
I know. I'm like, dang. I knew you were a tank, but then I was like, hold on.
Does Jackie also have fire punch?
Jackie can
Yeah, Jackie would love
also
fire.
gain skills enough, I'm sure, to become a wizard as well. Sarcasm.
How thick was the sarcasm thicker there?
Oh, it's thicker. Hold on. A paladin, ranger, rogue, fighter. All fighters are shared the unplugged pass with weapon armors. Your ability um, will rule the battlefields. You are a knight at heart with a strong backbone and fearless way of being. Your skills will mostly lie in your weaponry. However, you will find yourself quickly adapting to those mighty powerfully. Um, as you gain mastery, most of your attacks will still stay physical. However, you will find yourself, like I told Master Blue, gaining and multi-classing should your aptitude otherwise change, which is why there's multiple colors within the orbs. So
Okay, that's not bad. It kind of reads like a horoscope and a mood ring, but that's not bad. That's the place to start.
I forgot none of you actually have magic yet because you didn't pick magic classes.
Yeah, the one person who might have magic is the one person on here.
Yep. I'm reading the barbarian to make sure there's something else. Yeah, all
Did you
yours is
forget
rage, friendly,
something
and
on your
physical. You two are both physical types. um, it's very interesting. It's very interesting that you're both of the physical nature. Uh, if you if you do wish, there is something called wild magic, and other feats that you will be able to grow and adapt to as you gain proficiency in your current class.
I have no idea what that is, but it sounds fun.
Yes. So then Henry then like gives in his books, his little manuals, like he's done this before and has given you both your guides to your classes. Please read and understand this. This will be your homework over the next week, and there will be a quiz.
What? Okay.
Yes. This is to better understand how you must prepare and train.
Oh god.
So they're just little like uh they're like for children. They're like picture books that explain to you what you can do with your new skills and what to watch out for.
So, is this a thing that just like most people here do, or is this kind of a special thing for like summons?
Oh, everyone takes their aptitude test at the age of 5.
Ah, that explains the books.
It is very
So we're
important that
like
we have functioning members of society and know where to place them.
we're late bloomers.
Um, any questions about your aptitude?
So, what are you?
I am a cleric, one chosen by the gods to perform healing on immense, unimaginable pain and suffering.
Eh?
And you're happy with your work, right?
Very much so.
For the most part?
I am one of the best clerics in the country.
What is Madame X?
He gets really uncomfortable and kind of irritated for a second. Madame X is what is known as an artificer. She is one of the creating kind, akin to alchemy, and has the ability to design and create untold horrors.
Horrors?
Yes, horrors.
Does it have to be an horror?
For her, yes, because that's all she focuses on. She's quite obsessed about it.
What do you?
She's got a specialty.
What counts as an horror? Do you have an example? I'm curious.
One time during the academy, she decided that she did not like a certain group of people and then proceeded to rain blood down on them while unleashing a horde of honey badgers who go in berserk at the sight of blood.
Oh my god.
Why hasn't she been arrested then?
I ask myself the same thing every time I have to interact with her.
Were you part of the group that she doesn't like?
He gets real silent like he's in his own trauma. At the time, no. However, I was part of the collateral damage.
Oh, okay. Damn.
It's okay, Henry. We'll get you a restraining order or something.
He looks like he doesn't know that word, but then just nods slowly. Thank you for your concern.
He senses the intent.
Thank you for your concern. However, we will ignore Madame X and her atrocities and her infractions, as well as she is the one currently supplying everyone with the substances we need to control the spider epidemic. Sadly.
Oh, yeah.
At this time, however, I'll have you read your books, understand your classes, and what you are capable of. That way, someone won't end up in rage, having to be ported out before they cause more trouble and harm to themselves. He looks right at Blue.
Hey. Look, it's not my fault. I don't understand my body anymore. It's like going through puberty all over again.
Sadly,
That's
correct.
gotta be awful.
It is.
As you settle within your new body, a new expansion of knowledge, I am sure it is most uncomfortable.
Yeah, everything makes me angry. Except for beer. That calms me down. Somehow.
So we're getting Blue anger management courses, right?
Since his rage is a part of his skill set, it is better that he channel it. However, I will design him a special course that is both rage-inducing and rage-controlling.
Yeah, considering he hasn't been trained since being 5 to deal with it.
Yes. That is very much doable, however.
Imagine a child going berserk.
Have you ever worked with children? They're constantly in that state. I swear some concert executives are the same way.
But then super strong children breaking their toys when angry.
The tantrum from hell. So we're gonna pause. We're gonna end here today. I think this is a good stop. You actually got to the knowledge of the world and of yourselves, which I've been trying to get us here for the last 5 weeks. Constance will have to do it when they're managed to come back in. But we'll pick up next week with the results of the smoke bombs and the traps and the werecoons. Um, how are you guys feeling? Feeling good? I know it's kind of a low energy day.
Yeah. No, it was good.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Yeah. I try to drop a little bit more of lore bits and like actual stuff, actual content instead of just Henry and his sad life.
Henry has had it rough.
It's true.
Speaking of, Constance just woke up 20 minutes ago.
Oh no.
God, Henry's gonna be so traumatized as soon as he does Felix's aptitude test.
Uh, that's gonna be something. Oh,
Yep.
Typing to Constance, letting her know that next week will be the second to last session.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody, I'm gonna stop stream. Thank you so much, and I will catch you on the flip side of next week. Night night, or good day, and remember to take care of yourselves.